Alright YouTube, I know I did a video on my Arrow videos probably a month ago, but you know, the quality wasn't that good and I just kind of pointed at the shelf and said, here they are. So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth and show you what each edition includes, and hopefully this video will be a little bit better and a little bit more interesting. So I have four to show you today. The first one is George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. The second will be just the Steelbook of Day of the Dead, and then George A. Romero's Day of the Dead again, and then Society Special Edition with the J cover. All right, so let's get started. Sorry about that. Let's get started. Like I said, first one is Dawn of the Dead. Here you see Pilot Boy in all his glorious zombie form, and it says, "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth." And this is one of the more rare copies. I see this go for about $100 on eBay. I got a pretty good price on it. It includes a poster, includes a couple things. So let's open it up and check it out. All right. There's the classic art for Dawn of the Dead, with the zombie, you know, the one that shows up on all the Dawn of the Dead videos, Blu-rays, DVDs. And inside there's a Blu-ray, the theatrical cut. Disc 2, which is a DVD, is a director's cut, and disc 3 is a DVD, is an Argentino cut. So pretty good selection there. Also in this, there is a poster that I will open up and show you if I can without finagling my camera, and which is my phone, and not making the quality too bad for you guys. Here, it's a double-sided poster, and again it says, "When there is no more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth." George A. Romero's Zombies, Dawn of the Dead, starring David Emigi, Ken Foree, Scott Reiner, and Galen Ross. Also, we know Tom Savini stars in this. There's another side of the poster for the cover art with Flyboy. I think I prefer this cover more because it has all the zombies. I think it's a little bit more appropriate since it is the end of the world. But that's that. We'll get that put away later. Now we'll go through the booklet a little bit. And this has, oh, I'm sorry, this has a reversible art. There's the, like I said, there's the original art. And on the back here, if I can get it off, there's another cover. First there was Night of the Living Dead, now George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. It's got the gas mask. Do you remember when they were in Philadelphia, they were wearing gas masks? And Arrow, like we all know, likes to put together these little booklets, and it's got information about the movies and the costs, the zombies, the mall. And this is actually where Greg Nicotero, a little bit of trivia for you. Nicotero got his start in the business, and eventually became K&B Industries, or K&B whatever it's called. There's Flyboy again. dead as a doornail. And there's the famous zombie, Dawn of the Dead. So, that is Dawn of the Dead, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get through this quick so we can move on to the next one. Get this closed up for you. Put away in a little bit. Next one I'm going to show you is a steelbook of Arrow Film, Day of the Dead. It has not been opened. It's got the J card on it. It says the darkest day of horror the world has ever known. Yeah, I simply didn't open it because really no need to. I have Day of the Dead on Scream Factory. I have Day of the Dead that I'm about to show you in another version, and I have this. So I have 3 copies of Day of the Dead, but I had to get this one because it was steelbook and it was Arrow Video, so I thought it was pretty badass. So anyways, thought I'd show you this real quick. But as Aaron Pym pointed out, and a couple other people pointed out, Arrow really does a good job with their special edition contents. I mean, just look at all those contents. Behind the zombie footage, photo albums of the dead, souvenirs of the dead, night and dawn trailers. I mean, there's tons of stuff. It even talks about Great Nick Terror, Herr Berger, K&B Studios. Just tons of extras with all Arrow videos. Next one is Day of the Dead. This one's going to be a lot like Dawn of the Dead I just showed you. The booklet is already out, so this one has the original art, the back. I don't know which cover that was used for, but we all know that scene where the hands just breach through the concrete wall and grab at her, so I assume I can pretty much guess that's where it's from. And here's a rendition of Bub. Oh, this is a little comic book. It's just further elaborates on the story. I'm not going to go through every page, but it's a comic book that came with it. Pretty cool. Arrow to do that. It's in great shape. You see there, arrowfilms.co.uk. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. I don't think this is as in depth. No, it's not as in depth as Dawn of the Dead. It comes with 1 Blu-ray. See, there's the, I believe, Japanese cover where the hands come through the wall. It's reversible art. Comes with 1 Blu-ray disc. Again, with a poster that I'll show you in a second. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a second disc, the DVD. How silly of me. There's a DVD. But of course, obviously, I'm gonna watch the Blu-ray, if anything. All right, let's get this bad boy open real quick. Not messing up the camera too bad. And there's the alternate cover where the hands come through the wall, grabbing at her there. It says George A. Romero, Arrow Video. First there was Night of the Living Dead, then Zombies, Dawn of the Dead, and now the darkest day of horror the world has ever known, George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. Great flick. My favorite scene is the choke on it scene. And by the way, this is the other side of the poster if you didn't catch that. The choke on it scene's great. Flip to the book here. This one's not as long. Like I said, the little booklets just talk about the movie and the pricing and what had to go into the special effects and who worked on it and what they did, where they filmed it. This was actually filmed in a mine. Obviously, you couldn't tell. And this one's in pretty good shape. The other one, Dawn of the Dead, wasn't. I mean, it's in good shape. It's not as in pristine shape as this one, but this one's in pretty good shape. So I was pretty impressed with this pickle. I picked this up months ago. Probably, I would say, oh gosh, maybe 6 months ago. I'm just now doing a kind of in-depth video on it. Throw it down there with the other ones. And then we have Society here. A film by Brian, I can't say the last name, Yuzuna. It's all about fitting in. And God, isn't that the truth today? Society really is just jacked up today. I feel sorry for my kids. I was a child of the 90s, so I can only imagine how some of you feel. We'll go ahead and open this up and see what this has. I really like this cover. It's got the feel to it. It's got I mean, obviously it's cardboard, but it's got the fleshy feel to it. I like that. So it's got a nice feel. Okay. First thing we got here, we got again another comic book from Arrow Videos about Society. I'm not going to go through everything here, but this is called Society Party Animal. So if you get this, pick it up, read it, have fun, do what you want. Alright, let's get into the actual Blu-ray and DVD. Here's the Blu-ray. The DVD, I did not get the 3-disc special edition. I guess I only got the 2-disc, obviously. Came with a little card here. This was the original cover art. The rich have always fed on the poor. Society at the time. This time it's for real. I guess this is a limited edition. I thought the 3-disc was the limited edition, but I guess this one is a limited edition as well. Let's see what the little booklet has. Probably just about the movie itself. Society, yeah. Just, anyone that's seen this movie knows it's pretty, you see the picture there. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty wacky. I didn't know what to expect. It was kind of a blind buy for me. Another scene there. But yeah, I bought it not really knowing what to expect, and I really enjoyed it. It made a lot of sense to me. It was restored in 2013. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it was restored in 2013. But basically the booklet just goes over the financing and making of the film. You can get it on Amazon pretty cheap, eBay obviously, other retailers. So anyways guys, that's pretty much it for my Arrow video collection. I had a couple more, but I got rid of them. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and good night.